Hello there. I mean, Zainab, it's not a big deal to remember such viewers because you are a pretty, you know, common viewer for this channel. So it's pretty easy to remember those names. Anyways, um, today we are just implementing the multi-instance feature of Filer and Vim. I think it's been a long time till I stream for this plugin. There are a lot of things going on this plugin. I mean, this plugin is in a lot of improved state as it before. It's literally, um, I mean, I know there are so many issues are going around, but most of them are literally the feature requests. The most concernable feature request is this one, which is the configurable file context like neotree have. Let me show you what this means. If I do neovim, I mean neotree. If I go to neotree and yeah, you can see here the configurable file context. That means the information about a file is, its own. I mean, the whole information is stick to the right side of the window. Currently, if I, um, currently if I enable the git status. So let me just do some changes like um, blah blah blah, and you can see the git changes are appear in front of the file name, which is okay, but it is much more it will be more good for your eyes to catch up those information over here. Like oil and vim also have those features, but so but before to implement that thing, we have to implement the multi-file feature. I mean multi-instance feature, which is in much higher priority at this moment, which is to yeah, this one. So here you can see in this issue, whenever a person try to open Filer window in a different tab, it face this error, which is which simply telling you that the buffer name is already exist, because you can't have two buffers with same names. That's the only thing. And yeah, and also this person also raise a PR for that. But this the concept of this, the underlying concept that this person using, it's not fully compatible with our motive of this plugin. I mean, it's using the tab approach to create multiple instances, but my view is I mean, not way, it's a little more I mean, wide for, I mean, just not restrict the filer instances to a particular tab. Just, you can open as many instances as you want. Something like if I, have filer open. So this time you can see the buffer name is this. But when you try to split a window like vertical split, you can see this window, I mean, this buffer is same as this buffer. We don't want that. We want instead of that, we want um, this could be a separate filer window, and this also be a separate filer window. I mean, if I change a buffer like this, you can see the changes are reflected over here as well. So we don't want that. This should be a separate instance. This should be a separate instance. So today's motive is to implement this kind of functionality. Anyways, so let's start working on the thing. Explorer Lua. So anyways, let's start from the scratch thing, right? I mean, not exactly from the scratch. We can, copy those things from existing component, which is the Explorer init this thing, right? Yeah. Well, it's not a big deal, but this window kind of thing already in place. So I don't want to, write this thing from scratch. Let's just copy this filer instance thing, right? So let's close that thing, save it, and let's just change that thing to filer explorer. So the architecture is like I just want to have only single view because it only makes sense that we have only single view, which means Explorer is only the thing that can be called as a view, and other things are just complementary things like confirmation dialog, the fuzzy finder, and previewer. All the things are just pop-ups. So there's only one view, so we don't have to create a separate folder for all the views. Wait, what? Did I think I messed up. I think I messed up, man. So let's discard those changes. Hell yeah. So what do we have here? A duplicate. Let me just open one more time. Explorer init, Explorer Lua, actually. So, hmm. So what do we have now? So we need configuration, not a problem. Let's import the configuration from here. By the way, I recently updated my dot files as well. So if anyone want to, curious about my neovim setup, you can just check it out here. It's up to date according to my neovim setup. I just recently write my neovim configuration from scratch. I just stopped using lazy vim. Try to be more minimal, to be precise. So anyway, util libutil, that's the one. Is anything else we want? Hmm, a win, or maybe win like that. Win, and what do we have here? Hmm. So we need actions as well. So Explorer init, we have actions. Um, action here. Okay, so let's copy that, paste it over here, and that should do the trick. Then we have a change root and change kind thing, right? So we have to take care about those things. So the thing is, change root to just change the root of these file or instance. Nothing crazy. Um, I'm gonna call it, I don't want to do it that way because if I am refactoring something, then I have to, improve it as well. So let's just Explorer init, and here, what do we have here? What? Hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. So where is this change root thing here? Okay, so this is the change root. We just passing the current working directory, and yeah, and that's how we changing the root of this directory. Interesting, interesting thing. Really, really. Mm, I'm just curious about, you know, changing the kind thing. I mean, why we need that kind? Because this kind information we can uh, gain that kind information from the configuration. Yeah, and if we have those things already set up from the open function, then it's not a problem at all. Yeah, so I'm just thinking, you know, kind thing could be this, right? Hmm. So it must be here. All right then. So we will think about it later, but currently I need this function. Yeah. So this method get current working directory, get CWD. Okay, so this one. Let's get this thing also, and we need a store, and um, this is interesting. Wait just a minute. Um, if I do views, explorer, and store, this could work temporarily, but we have to, okay, so now it's getting up this thing. Okay, so we don't want that actually. I mean, if we just want to, change the route, just change it already. So we can do an improvement here, like routes. We can use routes instead of just a single route. We can have an array of routes through which we can, yeah. Okay, so how are we gonna do that? Mm, routes, maybe. Maybe routes, and it is an array of filer nodes, which completely makes sense, to be honest. Hmm. Well, actually, it's not that thing. It's a table of. So we can do current working directory, or maybe it's just root, and it's a table from a string to the filer tree node. Yeah, that should do the trick. And now what do we have to do? Well, let's just delete that function for now, right? So yeah, that makes sense. So let's open the filer here, and we have this explorer.lua. Oh, by the way, I have to, disable the git signs because I don't like those things that much. I mean, at this moment, the git signs are just, problematic things because they just hinder the formatting of this file structure. I know it's not a big deal, but I don't like it. That's why I want to improve this thing for the aesthetics purposes. Anyways, where am I? Filer Lua. And let's do, should I make a Explorer folder here? Explorer. So Explorer, and inside Explorer, let's just make a folder first. And inside the folder, we can make a Explorer, what do we call it? Store.lua? We will change it later. Yeah, we will change it later. So let's open this store.lua and we can copy those things over uh, from our previous thing, I guess. So do we have store open? Store, yeah, that's the one where it is actually store. This one. Let's copy that then. Store this one. Let's paste it over here. So instead of importing that thing from there, just import it like that. Filer explorer dot store. That's it. That's all we want. So let's create a function for. Actually, it's not explorer view. I have to change this thing. Um, um, it's just an explorer, not explorer view. It's pretty obvious. Yeah, yeah, kind of. It's kind of satisfactory. Not gonna lie. Anyways, so let's just do function explorer get CWD. It's a current working directory thing. Yeah, and it will just provide us the string. All right. So store get entry, and we need the ID of the root. So this dot, I mean, not this, it's not a JavaScript. So self dot root dot ID. I'm sure item ID. Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that. Or maybe not. Oh, we just need the, current working directory. We need the current working directory thing. Yeah, so we need the current working directory. Um, Holy shit. So let's do this thing string. So it's a string. So it's awesome. So let's just just return the self.cwd. That's the only thing we have to do. Or do we need that thing or not? Maybe, but you shouldn't, let's just make those things private like that. Private. Some serious coding thing, right? Private like that. So that makes sense. Okay. Any questions so far? I don't think that anyone is watching. Anyways, function explorer get root. Hmm. Control. So this will just return a filer node. This will return a filer node actually. So it could be nil, right? No, it can't be nil. So we can do something like return self dot roots. Holy, where are those things? Am I doing something wrong? Oh, well. Yeah, root of self dot CWD. That's the one. That's all we want. So function explorer get so we have root get win maybe. So why we need a win actually? We don't need that. We will take care of this later if we need that function. So what to do next? Hmm. So this is a store thing. Do we need that thing? I mean, yeah, pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that we need that thing. So what I'm gonna do is now let's do some, module business here. So let's do m dot create, or maybe find. It could be find, it could be find or create. So let's just do a find thing. We have a CWD. I mean, we are just passing the CWD as a string, and this will, return. This will return a filer explorer instance. That's the thing. That's what we want to get. I mean, that's what we want to do. Just find the instance, or maybe find explorer. No, it's an explorer module, so it's pretty obvious that we are finding an explorer thing, right? So we are just simply finding the explorer. So let's do that then. Um, so we need an instance thing. So m dot instances or explorers. What should we call this thing? Explorer or instances? We have two options, like instances, or it could be explorer. Well, this is a explorer file, and it doesn't make any sense to have explorer. So I'm gonna go with the explorer's name. Anyways, so how about you know get the current working directory, right? Hmm. Should I make it an array or should I make it a table? I'm not so sure about this thing. I mean, both of them are, pretty convenient. I mean, it's not that a performance, issue with having one of them. Mm, so should we map? No, a table could be a problem thing because the ultimate motive is to, provide multiple instances for same current working directory. And if a single current working directory can have multiple instances of filer, explorer, that means a one key could have a multiple instances, which I don't want that thing. A single key could have multiple instances, which is not possible. I mean, it's possible, but I don't want that. So instead of that, we can just, yeah, let's just make it a, an instance array. So I'm gonna make it a type of filer explorer array. So it is a filer explorer array, right? So table, I mean, let's just, explorer in I pairs of m dot instances, and do if explorer get current working directory. If the current working directory is equals to the provided directory, then we simply focus to that, explorer. No, not focus, it's a find function, so we will return that explorer. Nothing fancy. And if we didn't find any, then we have to, send a nil, right? Let's deliver a nil value like that. So it could it could return a nil value. Pretty simple, right? So let's do create. We have a create function, which also accepts a, it also accepts a string, and it will return, it will definitely return a explorer, So we just simply do a, set meta table and an empty table, which have a, what is this thing? Um, so it's a current working directory like that. Okay, so we have to create an instance table first, right? So in that instance table, we have a current working directory equals to this, and current working directory is here. Now what else? The thing is, we have to specify the root. So root is a table, right? So like that. So I'm going to do instance dot root of current working directory is equals to a tree node. So I have to import that thing, tree node, from where? Actually, you can import it that from explorer dot tree node like that. How about that? So we can just create a new tree node.lua. That's how it is. And tree node. It's a pre-node thing, and where we can find that thing, struct lua, I guess. So this is the thing. Yeah. So filer tree node like that. I know there are some duplicate things, duplicate errors, but it will go away automatically when we just complete this feature. So, any questions so far? Hello, Surupati. I mean, whatever. So, I think you want to know what this plugin do. Am I right? Just confirm me. Okay, if it is, then okay. So it's just a file explorer, nothing fancy. It's just a file explorer. Let me just uh, show you something. Hopefully, I don't break anything. So it's a file tree, simple. But you'll be thinking like, what's the new thing about file tree? Actually, you can edit this file tree like oil and vim, like some new file .lu, and if you save this, it will place this file at the correct position. And let's say if you grab this file from here and paste it over here, it's teleported from the source directory to the destination directory. And you can do multiple things like, init.lua, or maybe foobar1.lua, and let's copy that thing and two, what, two, three, two, three, four, 5, and 6, and just press yes to, you know, create those things. Let's grab those things here. Let's indent those. This plugin works on the indentation level. So like, wait just a minute. I press a key map to focus on a node. So let's just do one more indent. So these files are exactly at the level of this index.ts. So if I save it, you can see those all those files are moving to that target directory. If I press yes, I mean Y, it do the trick. And if I want to delete it, you can delete them too, like that. And yeah, you can copy that thing as well. So let me show you the copy operation as well. So let's create a init.lua here, and let's write some content. Hello from, or maybe hello from init.lua, something like that, right? And let's copy that thing, or let's say this is a copied file. And if I go inside the copy.lua, you can see the content is here, and this one is init.lua, this one is copy.lua, and both have the same content. So copy operation. This what this plugin do, nothing fancy. Yeah, it's a combination of it's a combination of neo tree and oil and vim. Did you hear about oil and vim? Oil and vim is a great plugin. Actually, Oil and Vim is the first plugin which introduces this approach of editing a file system like a buffer, like text editing. If you're just doing a text editing and save it, this file is actually created in your file system. So this concept is introduced by Steve Ark, author of Oil and Vim. But this plugin doesn't support file tree. It's only support the directory level view. That means you cannot have this file tree structure like that. Instead of this is oil and vim. So you can see whenever I enter in a directory, you can see I have only the view at this level, not the complete tree view. You can see here, nothing fancy. So this plugin is, Filer and Vim is here to solve this problem of oil and vim. So if you want a tree view and want all the operations like oil and vim, then you can use this plugin. By the way, this plugin is still in its new state. That means it's still it's a begin what to say. It's an early stage plugin, so it could cause some issues or maybe minor bugs sometimes, some critical bugs. But this plugin is building. It's not completely ready to use, but um, it can do most of the things correctly. And if you have encountered any kind of bug, just make an issue, and we try to um, resolve this issue as soon as possible. Does it support Git operations like Neotree? Yeah, it supports Git operations. I think you are telling about renaming things, LSP renaming, Git operations. Git operations? What Git operations actually? I think Git signs. You're talking about Git symbols, I think. So let me just enable the Git symbols. Uh, um, so I disable those things by default. So you can see these are the question mark things. These are the Git symbols for your current directory. So if I add, git add init.lua. So if I add this file and open up, you can see this status is get changed to A, which is a Git symbol for stage files. I know those Git symbols are not that intuitive like stage file. Yeah, that's the exact thing that I did here. And if I do filer, you can see there are so many changes here. Yeah, you can see question mark things. But yeah, this Git feature is we are trying to improve this Git feature because having those question marks here in before the file names, it's really annoying. It's kind of uh, disturbing the formatting of at 3. So we are trying to put those signs like file size, git signs, and there are a lot of things like lsp diagnostics. We want to put those here like neotree. If I show you neotree.nvim, so here you can see those extra symbols always appear on the right side of the window. Here you can see they are not appear in front of the file name. So we want to achieve the same behavior. So we are working on it, but currently I have to complete the feature of multiple instances feature. Oil and Vim also have this feature, but not out of the box. So we want to, make that happen. Explorer Lua, that thing. So what do we have here? Thanks, bro. I'm going to try this now. Yeah, just try it and give me your feedback, because I know this plugin is not in its mature state. But yeah, we are keep trying to improve this thing. There are a lot of contributors who are working so hard to making this plugin best it can be. So anyways, let's working on those things. Currently, I'm working on multiple instances of a single current working directory. So anyways, instance dot root for the CWD, we have to treenode.new store dot set entry, and the table will be a type. Type is a directory. A name. A name is just nothing like fn vim.fn.f name modify the current working directory with h symbol, right? What is this thing? Okay, this thing. Holy shit, like that. And what else we have to do? Name, type, and path. Okay, so path is just current working directory. Am I doing this thing right? Explorer init. Let's see. So how we are doing it? Okay, so path current working directory type. Okay, perfect. No, 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 no. I think we are missing something. Colon T, a current working directory. Oh, so. Okay, we need the tail of this, path. Nothing extra. Okay, so all right. Here you go. So we can just return that instance here, like set meta table instance and explorer, like that. So any more questions? Okay, so it will definitely give us a pilot, explorer instance. Let's do m dot find or create. Just find or create an instance, nothing else. Or maybe it's just an open thing, right? So open. Maybe open, maybe focus. Open or focus, right? Uh, Focus or open, right? So this is the current working directory. So if we find any current working directory match in the instances field, then we will just focus on that particular instance instead of creating a new one. So Explorer, let's focus, right? So we can just focus on that thing. How are we gonna do that? Focus, focus. So it's pretty simple. No need that. So any other? So we can just focus that thing like that. So it's pretty easy. Anyways, so for focus or open function, we have to just find Explorer, maybe instance is equals to m.find with the current working directory, right? Actually, we have options set up here, like ops is a current working directory, which is a string, and we have kind, which is a window kind, right? So what this kind is, this kind just a filer window kind, or it could be a string because maybe user defined some custom filer window kind. So in that case, it will be a string. So anyway, let's just do ops.current working directory. And if not instance, then we return. Uh, Actually, we will not return. We will create another instance. So actually, if we have a instance here, so if we have an instance, then we just return with, um, instance focus. So if we have an instance, we just return with a focus thing, right? Nothing else. And if we don't have an instance, then we create a new instance, like create instance with ops.current working directory, like that. It's pretty simple. So instance open. Actually, after creating those things, we have to save it as well. We have to save this thing as well. How are we gonna save that thing? It's just m dot instances for the current working directory, or maybe we can do something like table.insert m dot instances, that instance, and that should do the trick. Right. So we are just inserting those things inside a table. Right. Yeah. Well, actually, instead of doing this thing, we can insert those things like m dot instances for the current working directory is equals to m dot instances of current working directory, or it could be a table. So yeah, it could be like that. All right, so we can do something like that. That should do the trick. So it's pretty easy here. All right. So this create function will automatically, register that thing. if we're creating a new instance, we can register those things as well. Um, what do we need next? Should I need, I mean, should I use a list data structure? I mean, the linked list data structure instead of just simple Lua tables? Because I think whenever I try to delete any kind of, if I try to delete um, any explorer from a certain position in the table, then that will, you know, leave some holes behind it. And I don't want holes in my um, instance table. It's pretty annoying. So what what I'm gonna do? So what should we do, man? What we should do? What we should do? Hmm. So what we should do for that? So let's try to, list data structure from structs or maybe lib list like that. So it could be that, or it could be a list. It could be a new list. So we can do that. So m dot instances of current working directory. We can what? Am I doing something wrong? Oh, okay, I got it. I got it. So this thing should be a table from string to file explorer. That's the thing. Still, what's wrong with you? Okay. It's not that. It's a string. I mean, it's, you can say that. So let's say it's a list. It's a filer linked list. It's a filer linked list. I don't have any generic type, so all right, then push or insert maybe. Yeah. So insert, where we should insert that push. So I want to push back that thing. I want to push back that thing. No. Instance? Where is this instance? Okay, here. That should do the trick, right? Hmm. I'm pretty sure it will do the trick. Any comments? No? Okay, we can continue. All right then. I think I also put um, dot files, or maybe wait just a minute. It's, it's cp complex like hell yeah. Here it is. So what's the next thing? Hmm. We are just pushing back those things, right? Nothing else. Let's say we have a delete function as well, which will, you know, delete a particular thing. We will loop over, um, or you can say m.instance, um, m.instance. Let's do assert first. Assert m.instances for the current working directory and say there is no, valid explorer. There is no valid explorer for that. Well, in that case, I think we don't have to raise any error, right? So if m.instances current working directory, if we don't have anything related to this, then we can simply return. And if we do have, then instances of that current working directory, we will loop over each of them like that. And we have explorer here. So with that explorer, we will delete that thing, right? Do we have any erase thing? Or maybe not. Each. So in each, we will just providing the, we will providing that, oh, this is the each function. So we are just providing the data, not the index. I think we should do that. I don't know, it could be a breaking change, but you never know until you try. So for now, let's just let's mark that index as 1, and let's not here actually, let's here do that, and index plus plus like that, and explorer, um, if explorer dot, wait, what? Oh, we have to specify the type here. So the type for the explorer is explorer, or maybe param for explorer, like that. Explorer, if get wait just a minute. We could have some problems if we're using that thing. I think instead of that, we should use a for loop. So explorer in I pairs of m dot instances, and if explorer get, wait, what? Oh, my bad. It just couldn't work into the truth. So get wait just a minute. Why I'm not getting the auto completion? Oh, because it's a list. It's a list, man. We can't use a for loop. Oh man, it's literally a pain. So we have two options actually. Actually, I don't have any idea at this moment. I think I have to think about this feature a little more. Okay, so anyways, guys, we will come back to this topic later. Tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, right? So I think that's it for this stream. It's about 1 hour mark, so I think it's pretty decent stream. All right, so thank you everyone for watching the stream. I'm gonna end this stream and we will meet tomorrow.